This week in Tesla Fanboy Gets Ahead of Himself. I've been to the future and I've seen a Model Y refresh. It's incredible and looks just like this. How did I come by such breaking news? Well, somebody leaked that Project Juniper was the secret code name for the Model Y refresh. So Tesla geeks like me have known about this for months. Remember, the current Model Y is still the world's best-selling car, not just out of EVs but out of all cars. By Tesla applying these same updates, features and improvements that the Model 3's just received, the Model Y is almost guaranteed to keep its world-leading crown of glory for years to come. Especially as Tesla continues to find ways to lower manufacturing costs whilst increasing production numbers. Why is that important, you might be wondering? Companies can achieve economies of scale by increasing production and lowering costs. What makes that great for consumers is those cost savings can be passed on and we get cheaper Teslas. Hurrah! In the same way that electrical goods have gotten cheaper and cheaper over time. Well, not including Apple products, obviously. As you might already know, this is Tesla's goal to produce cheaper, more affordable cars, yet with zero compromises in safety, technology, performance and efficiency. Many thought it not possible to sell the original Tesla Model 3 for anywhere near the $35,000 mark. Yet inflation adjusted to 2023, and there it is, $44,500 today. Is the equivalent of $35,000 back in 2016 when Tesla first announced the Model 3 starting price. I believe you can buy a Model 3 for way less than $44,500 pretty much anywhere in the world now. Here's another example then of Elon Musk keeping his word on the first mass-produced, zero-compromised, affordable for the masses electric car. Include various countries' grants and incentives and its price is even lower than that. So expect the Model Y and indeed all Tesla models to become more affordable over time, even if the price does go up with inflation. So what updates can we expect to see on the new Model Y based on the recently announced new Model 3 Project Highland? Well, body styling improvements that also increase aerodynamics, new light clusters giving both front and rear not only a sharper, more aggressive, meaner look, but also a simplified manufacturing process, which is important for those cost savings. The front fog lights being moved into the light cluster and the rear lights becoming one piece rather than split in two as they did do before. Internal restyling would include ventilated seats, a pretty new colour changing light strip and a rear screen for passengers. And this, by the way, will give the entire Tesla lineup of cars rear screens. Yes, even including the Cybertruck, thanks to sneaky snappers who took this photo. Because after all, what on earth would children do on a journey if they didn't have screens to hypnotise them? Perhaps look out the window and watch the world go by, or have a conversation with their parents. Good God, I sound old. Down with more screens! But alright, it looks cool and I'd want one if I was a kid. Okay, what else? Battery technology is advancing faster than ever. However, the ramp up of Tesla's own 4680 battery facilities is going a little slower than expected. But thankfully, Tesla's foresight for the future enabled them to partner with Panasonic, LG Chem and CATL battery manufacturers in order to have enough battery cells for their ambitious and aggressive ramp up to produce 20 million vehicles by the year 2030. Do you think they'll get there? Let me know in the comments below. Who knows what particular battery cells Tesla will use for this, but no doubt a range increase of something like 10% will be achievable on the same size battery packs as today's, when taking into consideration greater efficiencies from aerodynamics, weight-saving measures and other overall improvements, just as we've seen from the refreshed Model 3 Project Highland. I'd expect Tesla to use the same new steering wheel design as the Model 3's, adding those real metal bits around the interior for a more classy feel, and of course we can expect the Model Y to lose its indicator stalks in favour of these steering wheel buttons. Some people are getting terribly upset over losing these. It's really quite funny to watch people lose their minds as well as their indicator stalks. Don't knock it till you've tried it, I guess. Indeed, let me know if you've driven a Tesla without stalks in the comments below. How was it and did you survive? But just as easily as Tesla taketh away indicators, they also add them, with these new blind spot indicators that have been incorporated in the upper speaker grille of the driver door on the new Model 3. No doubt these will make it to the Model Y Juniper refresh as well, along with even more speakers, a total of 17 rather than the standard 15, with twin amps, twin subs and even a speaker in the roof bar. You bring it back, tell them play that shit again, tell them turn up the bass. Boom indeed! The glove box now opens and closes using magnets rather than a latch, apparently more satisfying to use. Then there's the shifty gear buttons on the roof. But don't panic, gear selection is nowadays done on the screen. These are just for emergencies in case your screen doesn't work. Well, it's hardly likely, is it? Oh, okay. A rather cool new safety feature has been added too. It's a system that automatically raises the bonnet/hood by 80mm when a collision with a pedestrian or cyclist is detected. This helps reduce head injuries, providing a deeper, deformable surface to cushion the impact with a vulnerable user's head. Apparently it's already a feature on other cars. Who knew? The new suspension has new springs and dampers, new bushings, and a better isolated subframe to keep road vibrations at bay. Cabin noise has also been minimised by using sound deadening material, while acoustic glass has been used for the glass panels. Tesla claims a 30% decrease in wind and ambient noise, a 25% improvement in impact noise, and a 20% improvement in road noise. All these improvements will absolutely make their way to the new Model Y Project Juniper. I'm still waiting to confirm or not the use of mega castings and the structural battery pack for the new Model 3, but even if not implemented now, it will soon enough and might well be a part of the new Model Y from the get-go. So why such similarities between the Model Y and Model 3? The Model Y is built on the same platform or chassis as the Model 3. They've always shared a lot of components, and given that 50% of the new Model 3 parts have been changed, we can expect the same to happen to Y. I've no doubt the interior will remain practically the same as the refreshed Model 3. Why? Because it's minimalist perfection. The seats need not change, the centre console need not change, the fabrics and materials need not be different, and Tesla certainly won't be adding unnecessary buttons when everything can be controlled on the touchscreen, the steering wheel buttons, or just voice activated. And as the old Elon Musk saying goes, the best part is no part. This includes machinery equipment within factories. If you can churn out the same parts for all your electric vehicles, it saves a ton of money, production time and labour costs. Clever, eh? It's almost as if Tesla knows how to build cars more efficiently and profitably than anybody else. Could they be the industry leaders after all? Nah, don't be daft. Toyota, Volkswagen, GM, nailing it. As traditional automotive companies offer dozens of similar but different models in their lineup, this is an inefficient way to sell cars. It's expensive, unnecessary and labour intense. Tesla have simply cut to the chase by designing and building category killers, and this new Model Y will be no exception, building upon an already near perfect combination of performance, practicality, price and profitability, of course. And that's really quite important for a car company's survival. But nevertheless, these companies continue to put complexity over profitability. Weird. But going back to the price, yes, a Tesla Model Y is still way too expensive for lots of people, but Tesla will continue lowering costs over time and offering cheaper models too. Tesla had to do it this way of selling the most expensive cars first, and over time lowering manufacturing costs to produce cheaper vehicles for the masses. They've still got a long way to go yet, but believe me, they will be offering way lower priced Teslas in the future. However, it's the value of a Tesla that is remarkable, not the price tag or cost. The true value any Tesla gives is misunderstood in the minds of many. If more people were aware of the engineering genius within, the safety features by design, and the ongoing and future updates to come that will awaken Tesla to full autonomy, well, put it this way, I don't think Tesla's share price will be sat here in 2023. New Model Y price. Despite saying a minute ago that Tesla prices will drop over time, the new Model Y refresh version is not guaranteed to stay the same price as the Model 3 just did. I have a hunch that Model 3 orders around the world will have increased due to the new refresh version. Tesla could have quite easily increased the price and made more money. But it is after all Tesla's cheapest entry-level car. But if Model Y demand continues to be as strong, if not stronger with this refresh, I suspect a greater price difference between the two. Secondly, if demand exceeds supply as it has done for Tesla in the past, the price increase is inevitable, as Tesla won't want back orders to get out of hand again, with customers left waiting for months, even years before getting their new car. Raise prices a bit and slow down the orders to more manageable levels. Or they might just want to sell them as cheap and get as many Teslas out there as possible collecting video data to improve FSD. Let me know your thoughts below, and while you're there, I'd really appreciate it if you just hit that thumbs up button. It really helps. Thanks very much. Expected delivery. Tesla will release the updated Model Y just as soon as possible, obviously. I'd imagine sometime in early 2024, which would give the same sort of timeline of, look, there's a new secret Model 3 Highland, to 6 months later it's released. I don't suppose Tesla will want to dilly-dally around knowing that people will be expecting this same refresh to happen on the Model Y, thanks to videos like this one exposing Tesla's secret. Sorry, Elon. And it's already been leaked anyway, as we found out months ago that the Model Y refresh was called Project Juniper. Not entirely sure of its connection to an evergreen conifer, but there you go. Unlike any cars preceding them, Teslas continually improve and update thanks to the operating system being software. Everything from the look and style of the infotainment screen to the battery management software, and even performance characteristics such as braking and acceleration have indeed been improved from a simple over-the-air update. Having the screen layout change a little bit, is like going to your supermarket and finding out your beans have been moved, but eventually you find them and all is well in the world again. This seems so normal for Tesla owners to get regular software updates and improvements, yet other manufacturers are barely getting started with this 11-year-old technology. I mean, can you believe it? Tesla's original Model S had regular over-the-air updates back in the old days of 2012. Yeah, no rush, traditional auto companies. It's not like bankruptcy is just around the corner, is it? But of course, it's going to be so simple for these legacy car makers to catch up and just start building EVs instead of engines, hey? It's not like they've never made their own battery management systems or software that runs electric cars. Oh, that's right, they haven't, which is why they're all doomed. Talk about slow off the mark. When you've got idiots like me screaming on YouTube that your Kodak moment is quickly approaching, and other far more popular YouTubers, you'd think CEOs, directors and executives of these dinosaur car companies might have heard by now of the utterly disruptive technology that is electric cars. Not to mention global EV sales through the roof. They should have by now recognised the urgency required to switch to EVs and away from internal combustion engines. There's so many good reasons to. EVs are way more efficient with their use of power. EVs can and will continue to get cheaper as battery costs decline and the technology improves within. Internal combustion engine cars cannot get any cheaper as all cost savings have been met. EVs can also run on renewable energy. Internal combustion engines cannot. So as the world shifts to solar, wind, battery storage and other forms of sustainable energy, which it is doing, EVs are the obvious better choice for the future. I digressed again, sorry. But I really can't get over what an astonishing position Tesla are in right now. Tesla produce and sell more EVs than any other company in the world. Tesla are producing the best, most desirable, capable, practical, tremendous value for money cars, whilst also committing to lowering purchase prices over time. Tesla are scaling up everything that matters in order to reach their 20 million vehicle run rate by 2030, with new 4680 battery facilities being built at all factory locations, expansions to all their gigafactories, plus more factories on the horizon. Then there's Dojo, Tesla's own custom supercomputer platform built from the ground up for AI machine learning, and more specifically for video training using the video data coming from its fleet of vehicles. Card in the corner if you want to see my video explanation to Elon's full self-driving version 12 demonstration. Truly an enormous moment in history that most people are blissfully unaware of. Oh, and then there's things like continuing to expand the world's largest supercharger network to nearly all electric car manufacturers, with a reliable, abundant, reasonably priced charging solution. All these companies have now adopted Tesla's knackers, reminding us once again of the clear electric vehicle industry leaders. Cybertruck deliveries are imminent. Tesla is rapidly scaling up energy storage products. A dedicated robotaxi has already been designed, check this out, plus a smaller compact model too. Tesla bots will no doubt have come a long way since we last saw them in motion. There really is such a lot of exciting, inspiring things spurting out of Tesla in all directions, it's hard to keep up. But if you're already watching this, you already knew that, didn't you? I've made so many of these little insightful videos into Tesla stuff. Do have a look at my official YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll find something entertaining and or informative there. If you've enjoyed this, do like, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos from me. A massive thanks to anyone who has simply liked, subscribed, watched or left comments or even given me a super thanks by leaving me a tip using that thanks button down there somewhere. Sincerely, thank you all so much for your support. It's really helpful for me trying to get this channel off the ground. And believe me, it's flipping difficult. Let me know your thoughts on the Model Y refresh in the comments below. I do read and respond to all comments, so go for it. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.